Love this shirt, man. It is, what day is it? Wednesday, man, right before work. And I just wanted to tell y'all a story. Tell you two stories before I go to work. So last Friday, a friend of mine was sitting in with another band. And so I went down. I started headed out of the show. I was so excited. The guy's like a brother to me, man. Fucking beautiful guy. Beautiful guy. And I start getting there, and something pops up that's in my way that's like stopping me from going. And then another thing pops up. And then there's an overturned car and the road's shut down. And so I go around all these obstacles to go see my friend sitting in. And I get halfway to the venue, and I realize I left my fucking wallet at home. Which would have been okay, except I was out of smokes. I don't want to eat dinner. So I turn around, drive all the way back to my house, get my wallet, turn around, coast is clear, head straight down to the venue. Beautiful place, man, down south of me. It's like, there's this stage, it's like, almost like, I don't know, man, it's like a covered stage, but it's open in front. Wooden plank for the floor. It's like somebody cut like the end off a barn or something and shoved it there. And then the out in front of the stage, wooden plank floor, tables on it, and the dance floor, and a tiki bar. And I think there's some art painted around there too. Anyway, it's the name of the place is called the Pit, the Pawleys Island Tavern. And it was my friend Smitty who was sitting in with the Craig Sorrells Project. And I think it was their first time doing it. And there was this fucking baby, man. Oh my God, there was this baby. He was so adorable. Like you see a kid at a show, the mom dancing with it. Usually it's the mom taking the kid out to the dance floor. But this time, it was the baby leading the mom. And every single time she turned around, he's back out on the dance floor dancing. Little dude, man, like little dude. Like not talking baby, like probably toddler, we'd say. But I'm calling it a baby because it's, I don't know, man. It's what we called it that night, And watching the kid, and Craig told me during set break, he's like, man, that baby was crazy. He kept on coming up and grabbing the microphone. And, he's looking back at me. I'm at my table or whatever, and like one of those songs comes on. You just got to stand up for. And if you ever see me at a show, if something hits me, I'm standing right in front of the band. My arms are up in the air. My head's thrown back. Man, it's like, fuck, I can just hear it. It's just so beautiful. And so I get up to do that, and this baby, man, he's like standing in front of me, looking at me. I couldn't help myself, man. I picked the baby up. I held him up as high in the air as I could, and he and I danced. Then I lowered him a little bit, and he and I danced. I got him right at my eye level. Man. And I gave him a kiss on the forehead. He was so cute. And then he went running back to his mom. And that baby kept on dancing and dancing and dancing. It was beautiful. I hope to see him there again. But I was there and I'm thinking, man, if I was that baby, if I was that kid, I wished I had had a photograph of that moment. When I got older, Because obviously the kid's got like music. I mean, he's out there. He's trying to grab the mic. He's trying to do this. He's trying to do that. And it was just like this thing. I'm like, man, if I was that kid, I wish I'd had somebody take a picture of that moment for me. So like later on in life, mom could be like, oh, you should have seen yourself. You should have seen yourself then. And it was the damnedest thing, man. It's the damnedest thing. That's when it hit me. It's when it hit me. I posted that thing about Ginsberg coming to my middle school, in the 80s. And let's see here. Coming to my middle school in the 80s. And I remembered something. Oh, yes, I remembered something. After Ginsberg came to talk to us, after he sang William Blake's The Lamb to us, dude, he did a 15-minute version of Blake's The Lamb. That's all that we remember from it, man. It's just him over and over doing Little Lamb. Didn't really appreciate it at the time. I don't think any of us really appreciated it at the time. You know, our music teacher grabbed us. I don't know whether it's the same day. I don't know whether it's the same week. But our music teacher grabbed us and said, "Isn't it amazing to be living at a time when you can see a new genre of music being born?" And he started with like the Mississippi Delta Blues and New Orleans, and he worked his way up to present day explaining this type of music. And he said, you know, we're watching the birth of this new thing, hip-hop, rap, or whatever it was he called it, spoken word. And he gave us an assignment to write a song. And I remember sitting at the kitchen table in my house there on Surrey Road, off Barracks Road in Charlottesville. And I remember sitting at that kitchen table. It was like glass top table, wrought iron stuff. And I don't remember whether the assignment used these words specifically. Walking down the road one day I saw. I think John Dirth might have given those words to us to start the song. He's like, okay, start the song, use these words. If it wasn't him giving us those words, it was like there was a muse talking in my ear saying, okay, write this down and then come up with this. Come on, think about the most amazing thing you've ever seen in your life as the next thing. Okay, cool. So either John Dirth did it. He's now a professor of music at UVA. You know, he was like this broke dude. You know, he's a bop trumpeter. He was teaching at Tandem, which is now Tandem Friends School, and he was teaching at St. Anne's Belfry, which is a Catholic school down there. Guy named Luke, I think. So, like, we wrote the songs, the lower school, and we were supposed to perform them for the upper school. The upper school was a bunch of hippies and deadheads, man, you know. And we were going up there to play, like, rap music for them, you know. And Luke and, like, this other dude were doing the beatboxing. I can't even fucking do it, man. And they did great in practice. Yeah, we had, like, the carriage house. That's where our school was, like, in the carriage house. And the upper school was, like, in this mansion, you know. And we were in the ballroom, which is where the morning meetings were. And so we came on up to go do it, and Luke and the other guy were like not quite as enthusiastic as they were when we were practicing, you know. But there they were up in the ballroom, and they were kind of doing the whatever the fuck it was they were doing, man. And everybody got to perform their song, which is kind of cool because the words have stuck with me. Okay, these words that I wrote in like 85 have stuck with me. Every couple of years they'd come up and they'd like pop up in my head. And because of that baby, last Friday, what was that? Hey, March, April, May. June 4th. It was June 4th was the date. That is when I remembered this story. Okay, so here it is, man. Second time performed ever. Walking down the road one day, I saw a supercharged car. It was a Chevrolet. The car was so weird. All glass, no lights. The tires were glass. You never seen such a sight. The seats were on springs, so when you sat down, you felt like rubber bouncing around. I had to get in and drive downtown, but though it was noon, no light could be found. Things started getting as strange as could be because the wires in the car started strangling me. The piston pumped, the oil jumped, the battery sizzled, and the car went. Woke up in bed, steering wheel in my hand, glass in my head, barely able to stand. Thought it was a dream, so I told my friends. But the car came up and hit us, and that's the end. Uninteresting, man. Uninteresting. Anyway. I gotta show off my shirt here again. Let's see here. We got This is like the only Grateful Dead Productions thing I've ever fucking bought, okay? Ever. Let's see, I got a date on here too, man. Anyway, today is Wednesday, though I don't fucking know what day it is, man, but I'm doing good to know it's Wednesday. So I hope that all of you, if you watch this, have an absolutely fucking amazing Wednesday. Love y'all.